Good afternoon, good morning, I guess wherever you are. It could be either. I guess it could also be evening. Good day, I'll say. Welcome back to part 3. The third group of the light that you are being seen in. Coming back, this will be the last reading. If you watch this reading and it does not resonate, there was a part 1, a part 2. You're more than welcome to go over and view those to see if one of those parts may resonate. And all 3 may in fact resonate. Don't feel bad if they don't. No need to try to make it fit. There are other readings that will come in the future. There's also other readings that I've done prior that are actually timeless that may resonate more. But if you are viewing this, thank you for stopping by and for allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. Feel free, if the content does resonate and you are liking the content, please like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates. If you have any ideas, suggestions that you would like to see moving forward, feel free to share those in the comment. I did receive a comment and I have taken that under consideration about the time. I do know that these last 2 readings were very lengthy in time. So as you see with this one, I did, for the sake of time, I went and pulled the spread. And so we'll cut off a little bit of time there. I will also keep that in mind as I'm reading. And so thank you for stopping by. I am honored to be able to speak into your life. And so let's get started. And as I said, if this is your first time, welcome. And if this is not your first time, if you're returning, welcome back. If you desire to support the channel, I do have a comment box below. You can comment, you can like, you can share. Please do subscribe if you are relating, resonating, or just enjoying the content. And that would help me to build up the channel. I would be so appreciative of that. And then lastly, there is a link below, a couple of links below where you can donate to the channel. You can also, if you would like to schedule a private session, you can also schedule. My calendar link is below as well. And so again, thank you so much. I appreciate all forms of support. Okay, just you being here is support, and I do appreciate that very much. And so let's get started, keeping time in mind. Okay, all right. And so again, we're talking about the light that you are being seen in. The first card that I've pulled is for character. The next 2 cards are going to be the present disposition, the present place that you are in currently, that you are viewed in. And then the last 2 cards will look forward at the path that you're heading on. Okay, and so let's get started. So for our first card, we have, and I think this is, let's see. This is actually the stars. 17. Yeah, this is the stars. And this is actually a depiction of, I love the art of these cards, by the way. I'm using my Sacred Feminine deck, and then I'm also using my White Sage Tarot to clarify. And the Sacred Feminine brings in all these different perspectives, all these different ideas from different belief systems, from different even mythology, and I've had a little bit of folklore in here too, and so it's very inclusive, and it draws from every aspect of the human experience. That's why I'm loving this. And so this particular picture is a depiction of the stars. And this is coming from the Greek thought, Greek mythology. This is a picture displaying Hercules, which no longer nurses at Juno's breast. And the milk that's dripping here forms the Milky Way. Very interesting, right? But overall, the stars is major arcana. This is like the magic of the stars that enlightens our life. And it also nourishes, just like the milk would nourish a baby, it nourishes the hope of reaching ever greater objectives. And this is the energy I'm getting here of looking up and realizing the vastness of the universe and realizing that we are just one, we occupy one little small, I don't even know if it's even in relation to the universe. The place that we occupy is so small, but it also is indication of the vastness of opportunity and the ability to reach greatness that lies out there for us. That's the way that I see it. And so this is actually the card representing the character of the light that you are seeing in. And so it may very well be that you are seeing in the light, since we're talking about the limitless capacity seen here. So you could be actually depicted in the light of someone or having attributes that actually complement the ability to kind of reach for the stars, or to have that unlimited mindset where you actually move in a way that shows your belief in the fact that you are unlimited. Like there's nothing that is impossible. And it doesn't matter like where your beliefs stem from, because we all have different ways of seeing things. We all may see our source in a different way. But for you, whatever that is, it's almost like you've drawn from your source, this unlimited potential. And you exist in that. You just kind of rest in that, and the reality of what that means for you. And I want to get some clarity on this because this is beautiful. This is definitely the light that you are being seen in. And it's definitely, I don't feel like it's a something that is seen every day. This is definitely something that's out of the ordinary. I even feel like you could be someone who takes pleasure in embracing your differences. The fact that you don't, categorize yourself or look like everybody else or do things like everybody else. That may be a strong point that you recognize about yourself. Why is the star here? This also, in the regular tarot deck, I'm being led there as well. The star actually represents being led to a place of rest, a place of connection and solitude, a place where you can restore your balance back to the position that would allow you to get the most out of the connection that you have with your divine source. And so the character that you carry could have a lot to do with this type of disposition. And so let's get some clarification on this, though. Why is the star here for group number 3? We're looking at the character. Why is the star here? And we have the sun. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, so the sun is definitely bringing in the energy of extreme happiness, extreme fulfillment. Whenever I see the sun, it just reminds me of the energy that would exude from a child that's free, a child that, you know, is able to run, you know, without any thought or any judgment coming anywhere. The child doesn't know, you know, that they you know, even if they're running through the house naked, you know, with this laughter, you know, they don't know that they're naked. They just know that it feels good in this moment and that they're free to run and they're free to laugh. And, you know, it's this very enjoyable, very bright, very enlightening energy that I'm getting from the sun here. And we're talking about the character that you are being seen in. Yeah, first of all, this card does represent freedom. It also could represent travel as well. This could be the energy of just that overwhelming exuberance, even as you would come from a dark place, right? After the darkest night always comes a brighter day. The sun comes up after the night. It's almost like an even greater level of appreciation. Yeah. Emerges, right? A greater level of happiness emerging or coming into being. This card does symbolize movement and clarity in the journey, in what it is that you're doing. And I can't help but see the beetle here as well, which could be construed as a symbol, an Egyptian symbol, the beetle. I'm always seeing this. I'm always drawn to this. Matter of fact, when I go out to sit in nature and to become one with nature, I always end up, for some reason or another, I'll end up drawing juniper beetles, right? And I'm still trying to get used to them. They scare me because they're such big bodied bugs, right? Even though I know they don't bite, they're actually a good sign of fortune and luck. But there's just something I'm still trying to get used to. I'm just not a bug person, though my awareness and my connection to creation overall is growing. I have a different perspective now as I grow more conscious on my connection to all of creation, not just humankind, but the animal kingdom as well, the plant kingdom as well, the insect or the bug kingdom as well. It's all interconnected. We are all interconnected. But there's just something about the beetles because they're so, to look at them, it could be very graphic for me. And the bodies are so big, it could be a little overwhelming for me to take in person. And so it's still a little startling for me. And so whenever I go out onto nature and I run into the beetles or they find their way to me, It's still just a little twingy in my body, but I always seem to attract the beetles. And so when I looked it up, I did find out that they do represent strength. They represent good luck. They represent the energy of creation and collaboration or teamwork. But mostly I get rebirth and good luck and this adaptability as well. And so this is the energy around the character that you are being seen to be connected to. Like your character, when people look at you and they want to describe like the character that you endow, that's what they're seeing. That's what they could be seeing. This very bright, energetic, this very free energy that's moving. It's active, it's moving. And the energy of rebirth as well. It's almost like it's constantly rebirthing or being updated or leveling up, constantly moving forward. Joyously, though, it's a joyous experience. And there's lots of clarity here as well. With the Seven of Cups, Cups does represent a level of fulfillment. With the Seven of Cups, this is very dreamlike, very dreamlike energy. And it could be through self-expression as well. But I do think it has a lot to do with passion, especially with the green ribbon flowing across the top. That lets me know that there's a connection to the heart. The color green is the heart chakra. And so this is the energy of, you could be seen as someone who's very focused on your dreams. You're very connected, very expressive as well. And this is describing someone who is very imaginative. Very imaginative. So people could definitely see you as someone who is daydreamy at some point. Maybe someone who takes time to really delve into their own conscience, into their own imagination, into their own mind. But also the energy of bringing that into the reality of where you are. And it's almost like magician energy. So you could be seeing, your character could have very magical attributes about it. There's this energy of, ooh, I have an idea, or wouldn't this be wonderful, or wouldn't that be so helpful? And taking that and actually manifesting that and bringing that into the physical realm. And so there's a level of power that you're seen in with all of this light and all of this beautiful energetic energy that the sun brings. It's doing something with all of that beautiful energy, not just sitting in it or resting in it, but it's active. It's active as well. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, which is one of my, definitely one of my favorite cards, this brings in the energy of transformation, change, cycles. It's almost like the energy of karma. And as you see in this picture, the Wheel of Fortune, which is here, it floats above the head of Anubis without any type of gravitational pull or tension to slow it down, right? And it's actually in the form of a mandala as well, which is a symbol of a psychic wholeness and balance. And so this is like the understanding that life is not, it's not linear, but it actually runs in cycles. And because of that, it helps to change how we think and change our expectations, into something bigger. It's like a symbol of transformation that's beyond our control. It's opening up to the powers that be, So there's some connection here with this card. I feel like there's definitely the understanding, or in your character, people can see there's a light shown on this understanding that there's this greater power at play. Yeah, there's a certain level that we can manifest, but there's the co-creation that exists here. It's not all within your power, but it's because of the connection that you have, right? There's a greater power at play here. I feel like that you are definitely tapped into. You're definitely submitted to as well. That brings in that transformational energy. The 10 actually represents new beginnings, transformation, change, the change that is happening, not the need for it. It is the change actually taking place. And then lastly, we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. And for the 9 of Wands, very interesting picture here. We have the energy of courage and the ability to go against the grain. Sometimes it's just best. I feel like this is the energy of understanding. Sometimes it can be more beneficial to go against the grain. And it's a reminder that, number one, it takes a lot of courage and energy and willpower and, to stand out from the rest of the crowd, to stand out from tradition, to stand out from what is expected overall. But this pink ribbon does bring focus to your roots, to find courage to move forward. The 9 of Wands is usually inspiration. It's motivation. It's having a lot of energy, a lot of things that can come out of what it is that you have to offer. And if it's carried correctly, if it is used wisely, it can actually be used appropriately and work for your good and work positively in your behalf. And so the 9 of Wands is definitely inspirational energy, but it has a lot to do with the mindset behind it. And so I feel like with this card being here, there's something said about how you operate. It's not necessarily like the status quo. You have your own method. There's a method to your madness. What other people would see as crazy or just nonsensical, right? But there's a method to your madness, right? As you see here, there's a method to your madness. It has a lot to do with your processes. It could have a little bit to do with your roots and how you were raised, right? But there's a little bit also about doing things differently. Overall, being liberated from any kind of thought, right? Being able to move forward with what you believe is the correct way to move. And so there's a bit of, I guess, inspired genius here. There's almost the inspiration from a unknown place that you may know very well, but others may have a hard time understanding this. which is okay too. Which is okay too. And so the character that you're being seen in is that there is this very magical, very happy, bright, very light energy that you operate in. And you could be someone that draw people in just to find out a little bit more about what that is. What is that? The place that you stand in right now, keeping time in mind, is we have the sun again, okay? Second time the sun has come out here. We have the sun again. And for this particular card, the sun actually, let's see, it represents the Greek goddess Nyx, who is the goddess of night. And then on the opposite side, on the right side here, we have Hemera, who is her daughter, the goddess of day. And this picture is depicting the idea that day is born of night, right? Hemera is born of Nyx. Day is born of night, just like the sun, S-O-N, is born of the moon to dispel shadows. Okay. If that makes sense. And so it's almost like a bringing back around, the sun coming back out. And it's that feeling of having even more joy than you had before experiencing the moon. It's having even more contentment now that the sun is back out. It's things coming back around. And so this could be a part of where it is that you are right now. I don't know if you've gone through a difficult spot in life and you're coming back around to a place of happiness, after going through a difficult time. And it doesn't even have to be difficult. It could have been just a time of learning to be more appreciative. You know, who knows why exactly we go through different lessons and different seasons. But it's the energy of being really appreciative now that the sun's out again, you know. And even from the darkest nights always comes a brighter, not a bright day, but a brighter day, right? And so let's get some clarification on your present place of being. And this is the light that's being shone on you. Let's get some clarification here. So why is the sun here, Spirit, for my viewers? Let's clarify the sun. Why is the sun here? Okay. Why is the sun here? Why is the sun here? Let's get one more. So we have the King of Pentacles, clarifying the sun. We have the Temperance. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Ten of Swords. Let's move this over so we can see. And so the first card to clarify was actually the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles brings the energy of financial success and some type of relation. Could be traditional, doesn't have to be. It could just be familial. And this is like the energy of, it's definitely masculine energy. A little popular. I'm getting popularity too. This is the current energy that is currently residing. It's the energy of maybe the old uncle or the grandfather or even the father who is, now retired and is really reaping the benefits of a very stable financial life. Definitely emitting lots of masculine energy. Isn't afraid to, do something as crazy as wearing like a purple ribbon over his third eye. Definitely tapped in that way. But overall, I get the energy of financial stability here. And then we have the Temperance, who has pretty much been very present in all of the readings here, in the last 3 readings. And the Temperance here, which brings the energy of balance and healing. Yeah, there's almost the energy of magic here, something being transformed, a transformation of some kind, or alchemy in some type of way. And I really want to say that this is the energy, especially with the Temperance, this butterfly, this blue butterfly at that. This could be an energy that's kind of in and out, that kind of ebbs and flows in and out for you. This energy of that we're talking about right now, that you're standing in. There's like a balance that comes and goes with this energy. Definitely bringing healing in some type of way, possibly transformation as well. With the Temperance, the 4 and the 1 gives me the energy of change taking place. This could be gradual as well, something that's gradually happening right now. And then we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. And so, let's see, for the 6 of Cups, I'm getting the energy of kind of like past energy, nostalgic energy, but also the energy of creativity as well. So there's something that's flowing. I get that energy with all of these liquids flowing from the cups. There's something that's flowing that could be from the past. It's trying to flow into where you are today. And it almost feels very innocent and creative. It's almost like, and spontaneous too, almost like it's happening without even putting too much effort into it. And the violet color of the streams coming forth symbolizes joy and creativity. And so there's something that's flowing in, and this could very well be being able to really pull from experiences or even desires and dreams or wishes of some kind from the past coming back up, because Sense of Cups could in fact tap into childhood in some type of way, or it could just be something that's nostalgic that's coming back up for you. But there's some type of tapping back into the past here, where you are right now. And then with the Nine of Swords, this energy here is the energy of need. It could also be anxiety as well. I'm sensing like an energy of being really sensitive emotionally, being really sensitive. It's the internal state of being mentally. And it's having a focus there mostly than the actual state that is reality, right? It's almost like the energy of being stuck in your head. And so overall, where you are right now, it's the sun being clarified. The sun is this energy of coming into this new experience that's brighter than anything you've experienced prior, right? And you may in fact be standing in this place after coming out of a difficult time, a dark time. It could have something to do with finances, with the King of Pentacles here, and just trying to get a grip as you ebb and flow back and forth out of stability there. And something around creativity that's happening here to do with coming into this stability and not being stuck in your head about it. It's being able to let it go and flow freely with what's happening. And so there could be definitely this energy of learning right where you are around that. And I feel like it does have something to do with stability. Pentacles can talk about financial stability. It could also talk about health. It could talk about your material stability. It's practicality in the world type of stuff. And I feel like the Nine of Swords here is the learning of letting things go and just letting things be and allowing yourself to feel the joy where you are right now. Whether that's the best place that you've ever been or whether it's still trying to get there. Honestly, I feel overall the present place is a place of coming into being. There's something that's coming forward right now that you may very much be influencing. And this could be a level of stability that you're manifesting, that's being transformed and positioned right now for you. That may very well be around something that you are creating or that you have your hands in. And the challenge, if there is one, with where you are right now, could be around kind of letting things flow, letting things happen and unfold, and like really sitting in this energy of ease and not being too controlling, not being too grappling about it, but allowing it to flow. Kind of like a natural outflow, an outpour of what it is that you are doing right now or what you're experiencing right now. And so that's part of where you are seen right now. On the other side, there is the Emperor, the Emperor energy. Right? So on one side, we have the sun. There's this beautiful experience that's happening right now. Could possibly be coming about after coming out of a difficult season. On the other side of that, we have the energy of the Emperor. I love this picture. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And this energy is a woman, showing the woman that has created the world. And if you look at the serpent with fire coming out of his mouth, she created the world with fire, giving it life, right? And this energy of the emperor talks about like earthly power possessed. There's like an earthly realm of influence and power that actually gives energy for what is needed to be done. It's like ties to the material world as you see this influence wrapped around the world. And it's interesting how there's the snake there that's wrapped around, that's tied to the hold that she has. And snakes are usually considered to be, very cunning. They have a way about them that's able to kind of slip in and do things sometimes before you even realize what's being done, and so I found that very interesting. And so the other part of that energy, we have the sun, one side that is your current experience or place that you're being seen in light of, and the other side is the emperor. So let's get some more information on the emperor. Why is the emperor here, Spirit? Definitely giving energy of power and creation. But let's see what comes out in our clarification. Clarify this emperor, Spirit. Clarify the emperor. All right. So clarifying the emperor, we have the judgment, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight. I'm sorry, I keep saying swords. We're talking about wands. So the Judgment, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is what we have. And so, I don't know why, but I'm getting the energy of just being in a position almost like you've been given something to carry. I can't help but see that here. Given something to carry, and it's massive. It could be definitely something on a worldwide scale. Something on a worldwide scale. And let's see. And so it was clarified by the Judgment, right? It's the first card that clarifies this emperor. And it's a light bulb, if you can see that, right? So this has like the energy of an epiphany, or even Dharma as well. And it's almost like the light is shining in an energy of interrogation, or kind of like an aha moment. And it's about making a choice around the light, making a choice around true self and life goals. The Judgment also brings the energy of consideration around past experiences and the learnings around those experiences as you move forward, carrying the weight of that wisdom that you've learned along the way as it guides you forward. And so whatever this is that has been given, that you could be carrying, this epiphany that you've had, this could definitely be concerning something that you've been given, what you've been called to. And Dharma is really kind of what is always been meant. It's almost like a path that was definitely designed and created for you. It's almost like walking down this path that has your name on it. This path that has all, no matter what you were doing prior to finding that path, it was always yours. It was just a matter of you being guided to the right place, to your right position. And underneath this aha moment, this awakening, this enlightenment that you are in currently, right now, this has already happened. This is happening as we speak. We also have the Ten of Swords. Now, interesting, we have the Nine of Swords over here, and over here we have the Ten of Swords. This is the, again, the contrast to the light. I feel like that's happening, that's being shown or shined in your direction. The Ten of Swords can actually be an energy that brings in a bit of loss or a sudden change that's happened. And there's like the cutting through this green ribbon, right? And so it might symbolize something to do with the heart center, having to cut something out or cut something off. And I feel like most of this, because you see all the swords here, it's almost like there's certain things, there's so many different things happening, you know, and I feel like this could be something out of your control. The only thing that you can control is your response to what's happening. And so there's a level of what's unfolding that could in fact be happening for you, not to you, but it's definitely something that you have no control over. The only thing you have control over is your response to it. And then with the Page of Wands, definitely energy coming in around adventure. The Page of Wands definitely has this young, adventurous, energetic, youthful, creative energy. It's almost like being given a paintbrush in a completely white room and just being able to create whatever it is that you can imagine, your most imaginative creation. You have complete autonomy to do it in this room that's been untouched. It's almost like that energy. Definitely feminine energy here. Being ready, you know, to plunge out at this adventure. It's almost like being encouraged or urged to get out and experience. Get out and do your thing. And this could be pointing to the fact that the world is your playground. Holding the world in your hands through this experience that you're having right now. With the Ace of Wands, it's a little bit of that same energy with the Ace of Wands. Definitely inspiration and creativity, bringing in this energy of starting something new, a fresh start, a spark of creativity, even defying gravity, what would actually try to pull back on this force that's pushing you forward. It's defying that. Yeah. And this time you could be encouraged to just allow yourself to flow. It's almost like allowing yourself to expand your horizons and flow with the wind as it comes through to give you that extra thrust or help to expand. even if you are on this other side of circumstance, like dreaming is not only limited to nighttime, but it's also a part of your up and up as well. Even though you may be in a position right now where you feel like, oh, this is good, this is content, it's the need to continue to dream. Continue to dream. All right, and even with the Knight of Wands, this is the energy of travel and positive vibrations. It's the urge of doing. So we've stepped from the motivation to the dreaming, and now stepping into actually stepping out and doing. So you've planned it, now it's time to go. Right? You sat there, you've planned the trip, you've imagined and did your research to find out what all you'd like to do. You've got your monies together. Now we're packing our bags. We're about to go. We're about to travel. We're about to go. And so this is definitely youthful energy, vibrant. Definitely the feeling of young-minded, young-hearted. The energy of being willing to go and just conquer the world. That's the energy. And this is all in the name of experience. Not that you know everything that's needed on this journey, but what you lack in experience, you could make up for in enthusiasm for where it is that you're headed. And I'm noticing these pyramids in the background. This could signify like monumental achievements. And so though this new journey that you're headed on may be new, doesn't mean that you have not conquered and mastered other areas of your life. Right? This is the energy of consistently growing, consistently learning, being open to new explorations to do that. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So that could be in the light of where you are seeing right now, just being open for even the next level or the next venture. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like Spirit is saying right now with the Ten of Swords, even the Nine of Swords, like calamity sometimes can be used as a motivator, as a restart, to push you in the direction that you're needing to go at this point. That's what I'm feeling here. Like there is some type of assistance or help that was needed to remotivate, or there could have been like sometimes you're on this journey, like a weight loss journey is a perfect example, and you are on a mission to lose, say, 60 pounds. But for some reason, when you get to 40 pounds, you end up plateauing. And so there's a need to throw something else in the mix when you get to 40 pounds, or change something, right? When you get to 40 pounds, the 30-minute walks per day maybe is no longer working to shed more pounds. And so maybe you need to add some light weights, or maybe you need to do a different routine, maybe start light jogging, or maybe you need to start doing some lifting. It's almost that type of energy of kind of motivating you to the next step is what I'm getting. And so in this case, whatever this loss may have been, it was actually purposeful. And I don't know why I'm getting the energy of health as well. And Pentacles also represents health. It's very practical energy. So not only is it wealth, not only is it financial, material, it could also represent health as well in your body. I don't know why I'm getting that here, but I'm definitely getting that. All right, and so moving on, Keeping track of the time. It's getting away from me again. Let's go ahead and move on to the path forward. The path forward for my viewer. If you are resonating with this or enjoying this reading, please like, share. Definitely feel free to comment. Let me know how it's resonating. And yeah, definitely would appreciate that. Very much so. And so moving forward, the path forward, let's take a look at that as we end the reading. We have the 10 of Swords here. I know you can barely see, but let me pull up closer. See if we can adjust the light to see here a little better. And so as you can see, this is actually a picture of a cliff. And as you can see, there are people standing on the cliff. There's like some type of edifice there, building of some kind. And so this is actually a picture of the priestesses, excuse me. So it's more than one person here. And these are the priestesses of Athena, who actually sacrificed themselves to repudiate the new patriarchal religion. And it points to the idea around faith, the faith in our ideas, which give us the strength to make drastic decisions, especially concerning pain and loss. And so the 10 of Swords, again, right? This was the energy that was clarified under the Emperor. And so again, I do feel like that energy, especially being clarified under the Emperor, could have something to do with the extra motivation needed to move forward past the plateau. Sometimes we could be challenged with something in the beginning, but it becomes easy. You know, at some point, once you do it so many times, you become a master. Now there's the opportunity or the need to open up to new challenges. This is the energy I'm getting. And being willing to forfeit or sacrifice the old that you've mastered in order to open up for new growth, new experiences, new levels of mastery, new climax, right? There's something that would need to be given up in order to move to the next level. And so the 10 of Swords here is what I have. And this is clarifying the paths forward. So one of the energies on the paths forward that I'm seeing here for my group number 3 is the 10 of Swords. Let's clarify it. I'm almost feeling like the energy of not being fearful, not being afraid of the energy of loss. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Why is that here for my group number 3? Clarify. Let's see. So we have the Queen of Swords. We have the High Priestess. And clarify the 10 of Swords. All right. So in clarifying this 10 of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the Magician. And we have the Two of Wands, clarifying this Ten of Swords as you move forward towards your path forward. And so with the Queen of Swords, this is definitely moving forward confidently. This Queen of Swords definitely carries the energy of confidence. It's strong, feminine energy. Strong, beautiful energy, right? Look at the piercings in her eyes. Very sure and confident of herself. This could also present an energy of it could even be perceived as a little intimidating to those that come into contact with you. Not sure. There's an energy that is carried here that could even cause people to be unsure of themselves. The fact that you stand in such power. And I feel like moving forward, this is the energy that you are being given. This is the energy that you are carrying. This is the energy that you are being led to stand in. It's intensity. It's boldness. Maybe even just a little blunt as well. It may even give off the energy of being intolerant of like foolishness or the energy of inauthenticity. Not necessarily foolishness, but the energy of inauthenticity. The Queen of Swords wants to know what is true. Definitely strong feminine energy moving forward here. And then the energy of the High Priestess. Definitely beautiful energy. I feel like it complements the Queen of Swords. And so with the High Priestess, this is definitely intuitive energy, an energy of being very aware. As you see the little moon on the third eye of the cat, being very tapped in, being led. Kind of like, and it's like letting out the energy of felinity, right? You know, those cats that walk like they own the world, you know, or there's nothing that is more important than just being where they are and who they are. They're very self-aware and aware of their surroundings, but actually cool. They're cool about it, you know, kind of on top of the world type of energy with a quiet sense of control, you know. It's that kind of energy. There's a very alluring energy that this type of attitude attracts. It's very attractive as well. And so you may be moving forward into this energy coupled with that Queen of Swords energy. This very cool, calm, collective, yet very attractive. Very elevated as well. It's almost like you don't really have time for the common, you know. It's that kind of energy too. Very regal. I'm sensing that. Yeah, definitely the energy of running things and being very sure of yourself, being very tapped in, being in the know, you know. Definitely aware of what is and is not worthy of your time and your energy. And then being coupled with the Magician, which is very elusive, miraculous, or magical energy. This is beautiful. Just all of this energy here moving forward. We are clarifying the 10 of Wands, of not being afraid of losing things or losing people, or moving to the next level, or actually doing something that is going to break through, right? Not being afraid of loss in order to break through. It's all about the principle of it, you know? It's about the principle of it. And I'm looking at this feather that actually just kind of sits there and floats, effortlessly in the air above the Nazar that wards off evil. It's almost like the watchful sense. And I feel like this card is definitely just another reminder to always, if possible, take the high road. Take the high road in order to access your unlimited power. This card, the Magician, actually taps into the emotional energy and the energetic field around the physical body. It signifies that you can make a difference in your own life and the lives of others by just really getting in the flow, that easy flow, and just drifting with the wind. It's being sure of your abilities and not having to prove it. Just sitting in it, And lastly, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is also a little bit of that same kind of magical energy. But this energy brings in the progression. It brings in like the openness to discovery, the ability to really soar to higher heights. This is a card that actually encourages both grounding and, living in your true light and not being afraid to not being afraid to step out and experience and to actually exercise your faith. And I'm being guided to quote a scripture. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. It's being able to step out even though you may not see the next step. It's being able to leap out on faith without sure evidence of what would happen, but understanding that you are covered, that the next step will be provided if you just step out, right? It's that energy moving forward. And so this is a combination of energies that lie within you or around you, or is inviting you to embrace as you move forward in this path through the Ten of Swords. It doesn't promise to be easy, but it's definitely going to be something empowering. It's going to be something that's worth it, something enabling. And so that's what I'm seeing on the path forward. On the other end of that equation, we have the Queen of Wands. I think that's just super beautiful. And it accentuates all of the energies that have been laid out here so far. And with the Queen of Wands, this is an energy that, let's see, looking at this picture, the King of Wands. This is not this is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I was trying to see the crown. The Queen of Wands. This is a picture of an Egyptian goddess, Neith, who's just given birth to the sun. just gave birth to the son. And it's said that the father of fathers and mother of mothers, she began giving birth before giving birth ever existed. It is the creative power of nature, right? Wow. And so I almost get the energy of like a, because it's talking about giving birth before that concept was even realized, giving birth to the son, the very essential things of existence, the things that we know. And so it's almost like the energy of pioneering. It's leading a charge or bringing something into being that was not before. The Queen of... Am I on the right one? I think I might have... Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that was right. The Queen of Wands. Let's go ahead and clarify. That is so beautiful. It's just giving me life. So let's clarify this Queen of Wands, please. And thank you, Spirit. Not to mention this picture of the star, right? Coming back to the original energy that signifies the character and the light that you're seeing in the star. And so can you clarify this Queen of Wands for us, Spirit, please? And thank you. And to be such a weighty experience, she's dancing. The creative energy displayed here is one of ease. You know, it's one that actually opens up the most feminine, the most relaxed, the most creative, the most enjoyable parts of our being. You know, it almost signifies something that is loved, something that is giving a sense of pleasure, in fact, the sense of creation. She's dancing while doing it, you know. So let's clarify. Why is the Queen of Wands here? The Queen of Wands. All right, we're already at 1 hour and 13. I tried, y'all. I tried. But listen, I'm gonna have to work on my time. All right. But the message is coming through, so that's what's important. All right. And so to clarify this Queen of Wands, this very creative energy, almost like leading the charge type of energy, it's clarified, first of all, by the Eight of Pentacles, okay? By the Eight of Pentacles, which for me signifies this very capable energy. It's mastery energy. Being able to accomplish the job is how I perceive this energy. We have the yellow ribbon, which very much taps into the solar plexus energy. But overall, the Eight of Pentacles is like kind of mastery, apprenticeship, or the energy of ambition. And it's actually bringing in the energy of confidence and not feeling some type of way when you do need to ask for help as you navigate these new territories, right? And not feeling bad when you make mistakes on the new territory. But it's bringing the energy of mastery, like that's the only way to learn. The only way to learn. So it's guiding you to bring your focus in, and also understanding this is a new experience. This very well may be an experience that no one can give you pointers about, because it's an experience that is being created through you. And so it's the need to bring your focus to your solar plexus, which is the area of your chakra that talks about confidence, capability, self-belief. It's like energy to get things done, okay? So for someone moving forward, if you do actually tap into the yoga, or if you do tap into balancing chakras, there may be a need to really specifically focus in on your solar plexus. And for those of you that are already tapped in that way, you already know like what that means. If not, definitely look it up, because this would help along this path to give that extra boost, that extra support from within yourself. The Eight of Pentacles. And then with our next piece of clarification, or our next card that's clarifying this Queen of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands brings in the energy of busyness or heavy load. So moving forward, you could have times where you're tempted to feel overwhelmed, to feel overloaded, because this is, it's not a light weight that you carry. And the fact that this could very much be the energy of pilgrimage. This is something that hasn't been done before. And so it's almost like you're creating the blueprint. You are the blueprint. And so this very much could feel like carrying a burdensome load. But during this process, as you move forward, it might be helpful to listen with the green ribbon to your heart, to decide and sort out priorities. What's important and what needs to be delegated, right? And allow yourself the time to actually break and receive the rest that's needed at any point as you're moving forward. And then with the Ten of Wands, of course, we had a lot of the Ten of Pentacles. We had a lot of this energy in all three of the readings, bringing in the energy of family or some level of celebration. Yeah, balance, celebration, even the simplest pleasures in life. Don't negate that as you move forward. Take time to stop and celebrate along the way. Small accomplishments as well as the big ones. And I feel like for whoever this is, there is the level of... I'm sorry, let's continue. As we end this off, we were talking about the Ten of Pentacles and the need to really enjoy every step of this way. This venture, this path that you're on is really one that's supposed to be enjoyable. The Ten of Pentacles is a energy of celebration. It's an energy of support, family life. And so understand part of this journey was really intended to be enjoyable overall. It's intended to be enjoyable. And so you're being guided as you move forward to enjoy it. Don't withhold that part of the enjoyment of what it is that you're doing or what you're creating or the movement that you're making towards this new area of life. I'll say that. Or area of creation, whatever that could be. I know that might be different for different people. However that resonates for you, Nevertheless, it's supposed to be enjoyable and fulfilling. And it's supposed to be giving you life. So remember that. And in times where things do get heavy or seem overburdening or overwhelming, there may be a need to go into your heart and really decide what's important and what's not so important. What can you delegate along the way so that the load is not as heavy for you? Okay? Just because you're able to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. Some of it you can delegate so that you're not carrying everything. And then lastly, to end off the clarification of this Queen of Wands, this beautiful, creative, pioneering energy, we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, take a look at this here, is the energy of solutions, a problem solver, and the energy of wittiness as well. All about movement, you know, all about getting things done. And so it's time to like stand up and really position yourself and prepare for battle. As you can see, he's holding the sword, marching forward, ready to divide, you know, what's real from what's not real, what's needed from what's not needed, truth from lies. This card symbolizes courage and strength. And so you're being guided to really be courageous as you move forward. Be courageous. Be courageous. And to end this off, I usually pull one oracle card. So let's do that. I tried my very best, you guys. I want you to know, to shorten this video. It didn't work. It didn't work. But as we move forward, I'm going to try. I will keep that in mind. Can we get one oracle card for my last group? Group number 3. Let's see what Spirit has to say as we bring this to a close. Give me an oracle card. We're pulling from the Lightworker Oracle deck. Give us one card, Spirit, please and thank you. All right. Okay, and so this last card will end off our reading and we'll close it out. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have enjoyed this reading, please like, share. Don't forget to Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. And so with the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge, this is definitely talking about a spiritual gift. It's almost like the energy of being able to seek out and find the things needed, finding information you need, or like understanding systems that would impact life for you and for others. And it's also like finding clarity in any situation that has seemed like unclear or overwhelming. I feel like you are going to be given the gift to kind of sort truth from lies. There's like a level of going back to that high priestess energy, definitely a level of intuition and inner knowing that's going to be guiding you forward here. And that's going to be guiding you and leading you to what you need to know. And then there's also the help from the angel, Archangel Raphael, that's going to be assisting you also in integrating that information. I feel like for who I'm talking about, you could be someone who is definitely distilling a new truth, like you're awakening up to a new truth. And it might be like a truth of something that has been lying on the inside of you, waiting to be birthed, waiting to be realized. And this may have something to do with a person or a group or some type of cause that could be misleadingly pouring into reality. But the discernment that you have is very important on this spiritual path. And I feel like you'll be working with energies, with teachers or teachings, and doing that, sorting out issues in your life according to just spiritual principles here. And it's important to understand that discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make more informed decisions based on frequency. When you actually make that choice to actually associate with people based on frequency, based on higher frequency, like everyone benefits, as you could look at this picture. Just as if you choose to associate with people on lower frequency than your own, you could feel like life is moving like more slowly or becoming harder than it needs to be. It'll be clear, it'll be evident to you, these things, when it comes to spiritual principles and discernment that you're utilizing now as you move forward. This discernment that you have is going to help you move through illusions and find hidden treasure also will be revealed to you through your discernment. It'll also help you to navigate through your relationships. You may find yourself stepping back from those who want to support you, but actually just really want to receive, instead of pour in. It's going to help you to sort those that truly come towards you with good intention and those who don't. This fifth ray is an energy that helps you choose wisely and sever those unhealthy cords or connections. Yeah. There'll be a clear vision to see things in the spiritual. You'll have the ability to see past the physical, the 3D, and you'll have a clear insight to 5D, what is only visible to the eye, right? You'll be able to see past that. You'll be given power to discover and understand truth. So you're being guided to be patient with yourself and wait for that to actually become clear to you. It's almost like a aha moment. You're being guided to wait and be patient with yourself as these processes are completed and made clear. But until then, you're being guided to really look deeper into yourself and keep unraveling this mystery. Keep unraveling it. Yeah. The thing here is just to make sure you remain open-minded until clarity comes in. Be open and willing to find more information when needed. And understand that, if you wait patiently and remain open, the right answers will come. And when you find that maybe you are sitting in the wrong perspective, be open and willing to change in order to perceive the truth of the matter when necessary. If there is a system that's working for you, that's great. But if it needs to be changed, like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out, even if it causes chaos during the creativity. Be bold and courageous and step out in different ways until you discover that better way. Okay? There's also like a special connection to science here. It could be more along the lines of metaphysical principles. And so there's a need to be really open and observative in life, to really experiment with what's working and what's not working. And being open to be able to pursue any form of understanding in that way, metaphysical, science, like, whatever is working for you, whatever is of interest, whatever is drawing you in. Be open to learn more about it. Okay? Whatever that could be, whether it's healing through nutritional science, it could be understanding quantum physics, it could be some type of chemical composition, or healing through essential oils, or researching meditation and healing. Like, it could literally be anything. You know how this resonates for you. It could be something as simple as the application of trying to see things in a more clear way, trying to find answers for things that don't have a clear answer in life. It could be just simple things like that. And you're being guided to become more methodical in areas that can benefit from systems or habits or structures that will replicate a desired result. That's what you're being guided to here. And so that's what I have for you, whoever this is resonating with. I'm excited. So if this is resonating, feel free to comment. Let me know how this is resonating, if this is for you. If you don't care to share, you don't have to be super open. But if you don't mind, I'd love to hear about it. This is exciting. Whatever this is, I do sense it's something being brought into creation to better, the existence of all. And so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy. It's a beautiful energy that I'm feeling here. Very honest and open energy. Also sensing a high level of integrity too on the other end of the screen. And so thank you. I appreciate you adding to the overall presence of this presentation, this reading here. You're very much appreciated. And so just a reminder, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps to build my channel. If you would like to support, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment. Those helps my channel as well. If you want to get more acquainted, I am open. I have a calendar down below in my description box. Feel free to schedule a personal session with me. I am open to that. If you want to just support from afar, right? And you want to just donate something to support the channel, that's welcomed as well and very much appreciated. So thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments, the likes, the subs that's come through so far. This will conclude this 3-part reading for the light that you are being seen in. Until next time, take care.